Hey everyone, it's Dee from Dee's Divine Guidance here for another video on narcissism. Today we're going to talk about narcissistic supply. What is that? What does it mean, right? So we've talked about narcissism so far, and when we talk about a narcissist, I said this I think in the first video about we're not talking about somebody that's very conceited and they stand up like their shit don't stink. We're talking about a very, very insecure person, okay? It's like a narcissist is somebody who is a false person. It's like they don't exist if they don't have somebody there telling them that they exist, all right? Telling them how good they are, giving them that supply. That is the supply that we talk about when we talk about narcissistic supply. If they don't have somebody there feeding that to them, then they don't exist. So when somebody discards a narcissist, and I'll get to this in another video, but when somebody discards a narcissist, their ego is hit so bad that it's like survival mode, and they will do whatever they need to do in order to survive, okay? Because if you're not feeding their supply and nobody else is feeding their supply, in their mind, they don't exist. All right, so that's what narcissistic supply is. And usually what happens with a narcissist is they have multiple supplies, okay? So you might be in a marriage with a narcissist, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have other supplies around, okay? Are they cheating? Possibly. I mean, a lot of narcissists are liars, manipulative, and cheaters, right? So when you get out of a relationship with a narcissist and they're in a relationship with somebody else like that, it's because they've already had that supply on the back burner. And a supply is a person feeding them what they need, feeding them compliments, just like, sometimes it's not even compliments, but it's having sex with them, because a sexual thing with a narcissist is basically pumping up their ego, right? It's like, yes, like I have this person, I'm having sex with this person, that means I'm good enough, it means I'm, important, whatever they think. But so they might have multiple supplies. Now, even if it's maybe you're in a marriage, but maybe they have a friend on the side that is giving flirtations, giving them compliments, that type of stuff, that is the narcissistic supply. And when they do not have supply, they feel like they're going to out of existence. Okay, they need that validation because, again, narcissism comes from a very deep insecurity with themselves. So therefore, if they don't have the validation within themselves, so they are seeking the validation from outside sources, which is the supply, which is a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, whatever. Even parents. I know I'm dealing with more relationships, but even like parents can be narcissistic and stuff like that. But I'm focusing on relationships with this series, and usually us being with a narcissist will come from a parent relationship. So I'll do another video on that, I guess. I might have mentioned that with the why we choose narcissists. Okay. So it's feeding the ego. So that is what the supply is all about, narcissistic supply. So when you get out of a relationship with a narcissist and they have somebody right there, right then, and you're like, how the hell did that happen? Like, we just broke up and it's like 2 days later and you're with somebody in like a serious relationship. It could possibly be because they've had that person on the table. Because with a narcissist, right, if the validation of others is what you need to survive, would you put all your eggs in one basket? What if that person leaves you? What if that person cheats on you? What if that person dies? All your survival is based on this one person. So a lot of narcissists will have extra supplies lined up, okay? So be aware of that. And then, I guess I'll talk about the discard in another video, but when you discard them, you have now taken away their supply. And that is why many narcissists will keep coming at you, because even if you're not taking them back, the conflict that you have with them is feeding their ego. Oh, well, she's taking the time to respond to me. She's taking the time to fight with me. This must mean she cares, or she's still feeding me. She's like, feeding it to me, So even though you don't take them back, that supply is still given to them when you give your energy to them, all right? Yeah, there's so much to say about this, guys. So I'm going to do another video about that, how to truly let go of the narcissist. So yeah. All right, so that's narcissistic supply. If you have anything to add, please, please, please comment below and share it with us. This is a series to really just bring awareness to narcissistic abuse, all right? There's a lot of women and men that are in relationships with narcissists that are unaware of this and unaware of that there's a whole pattern that goes along with this. You know, we all have narcissistic tendencies, but if you start to see like, holy crap, the love bombing, the gaslighting, you know, I want to say like monkey wrenching, but it's not that. Something else when they get other people involved to go against you. Like you start to see that, holy crap, this is a thing. It's not just narcissism and just like narcissistic tendencies. This is a whole friggin' thing. So, so that's what I have to say about narcissistic supply. Comment below if you have anything to add, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching the videos. Bye.